Have you ever pondered about the secrets held by the enigmatic land of ancient Egypt? This realm of sphinxes and pyramids has been a source of fascination for centuries, its rich culture and intricate history captivating the minds of many. Today, we delve into the heart of this enigma, revealing 10 little-known facts about this ancient civilization. Each fact we unravel is a testament to their ingenuity, their beliefs, their way of life. Prepare to embark on a journey back in time, uncovering the veiled mysteries of this ancient civilization. When Egypt comes to mind, we often picture the iconic pyramids. But did you know they were not just tombs? Yes, the Grand Pyramids, standing tall in the desert landscape, were more than just final resting places for the pharaohs. They served a multitude of purposes, reflecting the multifaceted beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. These majestic structures were also storage areas for valuable items. Precious jewelry, food, and even chariots were kept here, intended for use by the pharaoh in the afterlife. Furthermore, pyramids were sacred places of worship where priests performed rituals to honor the gods and the deceased pharaohs. But that's not all. The pyramids were a testament to the Egyptians' beliefs about life after death. They saw death not as an end, but as a transition to another realm, a belief that was deeply embedded in their culture and way of life. Thus, the pyramids were far more than mere tombs. They were a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian culture. Makeup and beauty are often thought of as modern obsessions. But did you know the ancient Egyptians were pioneers in this field? Yes, indeed. They were not merely trying to enhance their physical appeal. There was a lot more to it. Cosmetics played a significant role in their daily lives, providing protection from the harsh desert elements and warding off disease. Egyptians used green malachite mineral for eye makeup, which they believed had healing powers. The thick black kohl eyeliner they wore was not just for dramatic effect. It shielded their eyes from the sun's glare and kept infections at bay. Beyond practical uses, makeup also held religious significance. The application of cosmetics was part of their preparation for communicating with the gods. They believed that looking their best would please the deities and bring them good fortune. So, the next time you apply eyeliner, remember you're partaking in a tradition thousands of years old. Ever wondered who we have to thank for our 365-day calendar? Well, brace yourself for a journey back thousands of years to the time of the ancient Egyptians. This civilization, known for its spectacular pyramids and golden pharaohs, also had an impressive understanding of astronomy. They were the first to develop a 365-day calendar, a system that we still use today. This calendar was based on their keen observations of the stars, particularly Sirius, the dog star. The Egyptians noticed that Sirius rose next to the sun every 365 days, and they used this celestial event to mark the beginning of their new year. It's fascinating to think that the ancient Egyptians were able to create such an accurate calendar without any of the modern tools we have today. They were truly skilled observers of the night sky, and their innovation has had a lasting impact on how we understand and measure time. The next time you check your calendar, take a moment to appreciate this ancient Egyptian innovation. Dread the dentist? You might want to thank the ancient Egyptians for their early strides in dentistry. That's right, the same civilization that built the pyramids and ushered in monumental advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture also made significant strides in the field of oral health. Historical records reveal that as early as 4,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians were performing dental surgeries with quite a degree of finesse. They used a variety of tools and techniques to treat dental diseases, from drilling holes to alleviate toothaches, to extracting decayed teeth. But their dental prowess didn't stop there. They even utilized gold for dental bridges, a technique that's not too dissimilar from the procedures we see in modern dentistry. This goes to show that in a time when medical science was still in its infancy, the ancient Egyptians were already paving the way for future generations. Thus, the ancient Egyptians were not only pioneers in architecture, but also in healthcare. Mummies may be synonymous with ancient Egypt, but did you know not everyone was mummified? That's right. Contrary to popular belief, mummification was not a standard funeral practice for all Egyptians. It was a lengthy and costly process, reserved only for the society's elites, the wealthiest of the wealthy, and of course, the pharaohs. Indeed, the elaborate process involved in mummifying a body was a testament to an individual's status and wealth. From the removal of organs to the drying and wrapping of the body, each step required skilled hands and expensive materials. Not to mention the high-quality tombs and the intricate funerary rituals that accompanied a mummified burial. So, mummification wasn't for the common man or woman. The majority of Egyptians were buried in simple graves in the desert, their bodies naturally preserved by the dry, hot sand. Mummification, hence, was a luxury that only a few could afford. Cat lover? You would have fit right in with the ancient Egyptians. Cats held a sacred status in this ancient civilization, seen as the embodiment of grace and poise. But they were more than just elegant creatures. They were associated with the goddess Bastet, the deity of home, fertility, and protector of the pharaoh. Cats were her sacred animals, and by extension, they too were considered divine. In ancient Egypt, the reverence for these creatures was so strong that severe penalties awaited those who dared to harm them, even accidentally. Legend has it that a Roman once killed a cat in Egypt, an act that provoked such outrage among the locals that they didn't hesitate to put him to death, despite the diplomatic fallout with Rome. Such was the love and respect for cats in this civilization. They were not just pets, they were symbols of power, protectors of the realm, and at the heart of it all, they were divine. In ancient Egypt, cats were not just pets, they were divine. Just like the Nile, the history of ancient Egypt is rich and full of surprises. We've journeyed through the sands of time, unearthing the lesser-known facts about this ancient civilization. We've seen that the Egyptians were more than just tomb builders, with their contributions to architecture and engineering still impacting us today. Their vanity was more than superficial, as they pioneered the world's first cosmetics, not for beauty alone, but for health and hygiene. Their innovation was not confined to the physical world. They were the first to introduce the concept of a 365-day calendar, a system we still use today. The Egyptians were pioneers not just in technology, but also in societal norms. They believed in equality, with women having the same legal rights as men, a concept far ahead of its time. And yet, not all aspects of their culture were available to everyone. The elaborate process of mummification, for instance, was reserved for the elite and the pharaohs. The sacred animals, like cats and crocodiles, were worshipped and protected, showing us the deep reverence Egyptians had for the natural world. Every fact we've explored paints a vivid picture of a culture unique and fascinating, a civilization that, while ancient, was far from primitive. The tales of the Nile continue to captivate us, revealing more and more about the ingenious people who once thrived on its banks. And with that, we conclude our journey into the past, a glimpse into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt. Until next time, keep exploring.